Hello everybody, Steve Mayne here, and welcome to the Daily Storm. For those of you who are new, Daily Storm is a video series where I go into Heroes of the Storm and play a daily quest. Today I'm to play a Diablo hero, and I haven't played Sonya in a while, Queen of the Barbarian Lords, so I'm going to queue up for a quick match with her, and pause the video, and then once we're about in, I'm going to come back and talk about the teams before we get ready for the match. So, I'll see you folks in just a second.
My blades are yours.
Alright, we're about halfway in, and it's Sonya, Mayne, Lost, Vikings, Lunara, and Thrall going up against Asmodan, Artanis, Tyrael, Diablo, and Vala. Now, you may notice that I am now in a group. While I was queuing up, a friend of mine invited me to group with him and some of his buddies, and so I'm working with them today. And on the other side, we've got a 3-man and a 2-man teaming up to take us on. So that is going to be extremely interesting. As I said, I'm only really familiar with Thrall, being played by a tiny giant. Lockjaw, the Void, and Primer, I am unfamiliar with them. So I hopefully I won't slow them down too much. Oh Lord, and the lag begins. We got this, we got this, we got this. Monkey.
Well done, heroes. May you be filled with hope and fortune in the coming age.
So much lag. I am going to go bot. Hang out with a couple of Vikings down here. And we're going to start with War Paint. War Paint heals me for a percentage of damage I do every time I make a basic attack. And this build does a lot of basic attacks. There's a hoopla of basic attacking going to be going on here in a minute. So, really fast, I'm going to see if I can talk about my skills as we go through here. My Q is a spiked, there's a little bit of a harpoon there. It helps feed me rage. All of my abilities are funded by rage, which I gradually lose as I don't do anything. It builds up from doing damage and taking damage, just attacking, or as I noted earlier, my harpoon builds it. My W is a nice little quick hit. Just does a little bit of slam damage. Sends out a little shockwave that hits both my main target and most everybody behind it for. And my E is the whirlwind of love. I don't have to do that. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Ah. Back up, back up. Damn. That was brutal and unpleasant on a lot of different levels. Now we've got the Vikings are soaking top and bottom. They're doing a really good job of that. They're keeping us well ahead on experience track here. Getting us our first jump in, and I am going to take Shattered Ground. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to take Shattered Ground. See if I can't get up here and help trash some of these guys on the other team. Okay, actually, it looks like they're all. How bad are they doing? Oh, lag. Okay, they are running away. I'm going to come down here and see if I can't not get stunned. Alright, looks like Giant grabbed Vala. Took her down. We got Mayne Ling down here. Lunara has joined us. We are ahead on the murder of the Immortal, which is awesome. I'm going to try and stay on this side of it so that I am the thing the enemy team attacks first. Now it looks like we're in a full-on race right now, and this side of it is winning. We've got a 2-level advantage, which is really nice. Let's see what we got here. Who do we got? I want a target. We're just going to spin out of there. Now, one of the great things about the spin is it prevents me from being rooted, slowed, and all kinds of other stuff. A couple Vikings just went down. That's not good. We're going to take follow through every time I use a basic ability. My next basic attack is going to do more damage. So we've got a lot going on there. The Immortal is pushing the hell out of top. Now, one of the other reasons for follow-through, not only does it improve the amount of damage I do, but it boosts my basic attacks and buffs my healing, which is, quite frankly, awesome. So you can see, like, I'm healing 36 every time I attack, but 50. We're going to spin away. Back up here. Now the other thing is, this will also heal me. You see, as I'm doing damage with the spin, I'll start getting health back. Minion groups are fantastic for that sort of thing. Love minion groups. They are just beautiful for giving us all kinds of health, and well-being, and all the better stuff. Oh, totally misjudged that. Alright, so we've got, yeah, we've got, yeah.
Let's take this mercenary camp.
Okay, I want to try and get, somebody help me here. And one of the things about Sonya is, yes, she does hit like a brick, ton of bricks. So you can see I am actually healing myself. It's doing a pretty good chunk of damage. It's at 175 each time I hit with the ability. I'm going to now take this camp, although I have taken a significant amount of damage. And we are going to go with, oh, what's a good ability here with this group? We're going to take Wrath of the Berserker. Wrath of the Berserker just means I do so much more melee damage, and as long as I'm hitting and taking damage, I will keep Wrath of the Berserker up. It has a 15-second cooldown, but as long as I keep hitting, every time I do damage, as long as I am generating fury.
Perhaps I'm not the only one here after all. No one's
I'm out. Now, as the game goes on, team fights start piling up. The ability to generate fury and just keep that ability going is amazing. And the other thing that's really nice is the cooldown on it. The 45-second cooldown continues, starts as soon as you use the ability, and keeps going even while you're using it. So it is entirely possible to have the ability in, go off a cooldown, and then come back. Be ready to use if you can keep it up long enough, and just keep going full bore.
Cries of agony will echo throughout the heavens.
Now the leap is a good ability and it can have a lot of fun. It's really good for getting into and out of trouble, getting at a opponent's rather vulnerable line of squishies. But when they're squishies, you're just going to stand there and let you walk up to them. I'm going to just stand here and punch this wall. And then we're going to walk away. We're going to come back. Looks like we're all coming back here. I'm going to do Mythical Spear always pulls. That makes it both my attack, my in and my out. Now I'll only get Fury off of it for a hit. But alright, we got Diablo's coming for me. We're just gonna do this to get out of here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, he managed to block that very nicely. I am rolling away. Bam! Ow. We got the Vikings grabbing this camp. We got Lunara up on the top lane here with Thrall about to back her up rather nicely. Pretty spectacular run in there. Oh, here we go. The other team's Diablo is fire breathing through the lag. And he is down. There are Tannis is trying to get us. Actually, I'm going to come up here and get this. Let everybody know I'm going to come up here and kick our, Asmodan in the teeth. Now, what he does not know. Go through here, just eat his people. Let us get down there. Let's get some stuff going on. Okay, we seem to be pulling back here, which is fine and fine and fine. You can see the Berserker Rage is just about back. At this point, we are going to grab. What do we want here? Let's take abilities. Give movement speed. It'll make it easier for me to chase and escape. The enemy team has been doing a pretty significant job of body blocking us. Oh, that's not good. Do I need to get in on this? I think maybe I do. And that is why Vala is horrified. Now, admittedly, yes, I have a 2-level lead, and I had a whole lot of people helping me. But, yeah. Oh, I guess one of those people I took down was Diablo, who's going to get to be going back here in just a second for 100 souls. Thought we had a triple kill in there. Hey, Vala. So that's Vala. I forgot to hit R for that. I'm going to just come in here and just start swinging away. You can watch the bar just keep going up every time I do anything. You know, just nearly unlimited amount of rage, depending on what you're able to do with it and how long you're able to keep the bar pushed up. Now the ability has left. There goes Ball. We're going to come in here. Just come down here, just beat their car. And it looks like the game is over. We have got a decent win here. Everything's going well. And a good game. Fantastic. And that is Sonya, Queen of the Barbarian Badasses. Oh man, that was a fantastic game. I want to give it to Tiny Giant and his friends for helping me out on that one, because I think that I was the least of that team, but man, it was nice to have everybody helping me along there. Yeah, I'm looking at what is this? Yeah, I'm looking at like what everybody's listed as over there, and that's pretty up there. So, I mean, like you could see from this, I did 11 as part of 11 kills. I died 3 times, which again, not thrilling. Siege damage, not too bad. Hero damage, still pretty good. Lunara beat me, but this is the strength of this build, is the amount of hero damage I was able to get off is pretty impressive. Sonya isn't great at taking damage. She's not by any means a tank. She's a bruiser. She goes in, she starts swinging, and she hits things until they stop moving. That's her job. Right now, like I said, I'll show you the build. I took War Paint here at... oh, I should let the team know. Let's do it this way. So we're back. So Shattered Ground means Seismic Slash. Slam does splash damage, hitting more targets beyond the initial. Follow through, every ability is followed with, if I follow an ability within 6 seconds of a basic attack, will do an extra 40% damage, which helps with War Paint, heals me up, makes me better. Wrath of the Berserker, I do more damage. I reduce the duration of silence, it stuns roots and polymorphs. It lasts for 15 seconds, but is extended 1 second for every 10 fury you gain, so as long as you're hitting things and taking damage, and just generally getting involved in the fight, this will keep going, and can perpetually just go for most of the match. Mystic Spear always pulls. Up until this point, you have to hit an enemy to get dragged to it, and if you miss, you waste your power. At least this way, it drags you no matter what, which is also really great for escaping, because it'll pull you away from the enemy into nothing, which is fantastic. I took no escape because movement speed from using basic abilities and heroic abilities increases my movement speed, which means I move faster every time I use an ability, which gets me in and out of combat quicker. And again, it's just a great tool for getting to the back line or getting just the heck out of dodge if you're screwed. And for level 20, let's jump back here. I would have taken, at this point, there's either increased wrath, increased anger management, which increases your anger, which increases your rage, reduces disables by 75%, and increases all fury generated by 50%. Which is nice. If the opposing team has a lot of disables, this is really great use for it. The opposing team did not, in this case, have it, so I would probably have taken Nexus Blades, which my basic attacks deal 20% more damage and slow enemy movement by 20% for 1 second, which means that with War Paint, with everything else, I'm just going to be doing more damage. I'm going to be healing more off of every attack I make. I'm going to be faster. Well, I'm not necessarily faster, but I'm going to be able to get in and get out faster. I'm going to be able to slow the enemy from getting away from me. It's going to make her just significantly better at her job. She's really good at peeling for lower health people on your team, because she is able to slow and just get involved in a lot of the fight with her team. And that is why I think Sonya's a really good hero. I hope you enjoyed the match, guys. Normally I try and do 2 or 3 of these, but I had a really long day, and I'm doing this way too early in the morning to try and get it up on time for you. That said, as I said, I do hope you enjoyed the match. I'd love to hear what you think of the build, how the game went, everything that went into. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments or suggestions? I will take advice and criticism however I can get it. I do prefer it constructively, though. Those of you who've seen some of my videos will know my preference for constructive criticism. That said, while you're down there leaving a comment, please like and subscribe. I'd love to hear that. That only helps me, and I would appreciate that just as much. So you guys have a great weekend at this point. This is going to go up on Friday, and I will not be back until Monday. So you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all next time.